Hello, all you writers out there. We have such exciting news for you today. It is time to learn how to write your book in a day, and we have a new book that teaches you exactly how to do that. I'm so excited to share it with you today. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, co-founder of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and every Friday I go live with our superstar author, Joanie Lindenmeyer, where we tell you everything you need to know to write, publish, and promote a great book. And guess what? Right now, it's all in a book. This one, Write Your Book in a Day, The Blueprint for Turning Your Book Dreams into Published Reality by Elizabeth Ann Atkins and my sister, Catherine Greenspan. And guess what? Joni has a quote on the back, and it says, "The Two Sisters Blueprint helped me write my best-selling memoir and two more books." And so we're
Yes.
so excited to talk about this today. Welcome, Joni.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And congratulations to you and Catherine. What a book and what a fantastic time we've had in the last week. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Joni. Because guess what, everybody? I was in Oregon. Joni's in Brookings, Oregon, and I am in Michigan, outside of Detroit. And Joni hosted a beautiful book reception at a gorgeous oceanfront home. Thank you, John and Ron.
Yes.
And it was just, we had what, 20 people, Joni, or
Yes.
more?
At least I think it was more, a little bit more than 20. Yes.
Okay, and then there was, oh my God, Joni made the best spread of hors d'oeuvres. It was cheese and shrimp and vegetables and fruit. It was just beautiful. It was a huge, lush layout. And then we were out on the patio and we watched the sunset. And then I got to talk and Joni talked. And then we had a book signing. My sister was there. It was outstanding. So, Joni, can you talk a little bit about the thrill of having a book reception?
Oh, absolutely. And it was so fun to host it for you and Catherine. I think that was the cool thing. How many people fly in from Detroit or drive in miles away to be there for a great event? The food was of course fantastic. And I think the more food you have, the more socializing you have, the more time that is precious with each other. Sally made this incredible soup and oh, it was just wonderful. John and Ron in the house. And like you said, the sunset. But to be able to host an event that was ticketed, which was wonderful because then we knew who was coming. We could have the exact amount of chairs that we needed inside and outside for people so people felt comfortable. And I think that's a really, really big key because we had people from the ages of, I think 30s was our youngest up until I think Doris and Doris, both Dorises are in their 90s. And so it was an event that hit everybody's heart. And the contributing writers from Joyous Free and Healing Religious Hurts got to meet Elizabeth and Catherine for the very first time, eyeball to eyeball, face to face. And there's nothing better than that when you can just hug somebody and thank them and just say how much you appreciate them in your life from your heart to heart. And so it was a fabulous event. I loved planning it. I loved being able to do that for you and Catherine. It was a total treat.
Thank you, Joni. Thank you. And
Yes,
so
you're welcome.
yeah, so this book is our gift to everybody, and it was such a celebration with Joni's group and amazing people, including some contributors to our other book, Joyously Free. So that was amazing, and just the celebration is incredible, but to actually feel something in your hands that came out of your head, like all these words came out of my brain, and now they're on a page, and now they're in a physical thing that goes around the world to help people. So,
Mhm.
Joni, you've had that experience three times, and just talk about
Yes.
that thrill. Like you cannot describe the amazingness of that feeling of fulfillment. Am I right?
Exactly. And you're dressing the part today, Elizabeth. I need to give you a compliment. Your top absolutely matches the color of the book. It's like, wow, that is just
Thanks.
like fantastic. That is
So,
fantastic. You,
thanks.
you
I
look you
actually,
look beautiful in blue. And is blue
um,
symbolic for you? Why'd you pick blue?
well, blue is the throat chakra. Blue is our brand color,
Okay.
teal blue. And blue is the throat chakra, which rules communication, speaking your highest truth and honest truth. And so also, I bought this shirt in Ashland during the Goddess Power Retreat where you were there when we went shopping at the Goddess in the Temple of Venus store,
Uh-huh.
where we
Uh-huh.
had so much fun and had a little fashion show at the vineyard afterwards, which was so fun. So this shirt has super happy energy, and I thought it would be appropriate for our podcast today to wear a turquoise blue shirt throat chakra, and plus it shows off my muscles, which I really and it matches the book. Thanks for noticing it. It matches your earrings, Joni.
Yes, it does. It does.
Mhm.
Okay, super duper, super
Mhm.
duper. So back to what I think your question was, or comment was, what it feels like when you launch your book, when you write something and you have that great achievement.
Mhm.
It's absolutely beyond, beyond, beyond words. And I think the closest I can relate it to is a sporting event. When I played volleyball for San Diego State in college, there was one super game up at the Poly Pavilion in Los Angeles at UCLA, and that was a game that will forever be in my head and my heart. But it was such a internal and external experience. And that's what a book is. When you finish a book, all the hard work, all the long hours, all the sweat, all the tears, all the laughter, all the Kleenex boxes, all the people that you've been working with to make it happen and to go inside yourself to put it out there is just huge. It's huge, huge, huge. And I think a lot of times we accomplish things and we're like, yes, 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 we did it. I did it. This is amazing. And you're on that high for so long. And what I think is really important is to stop, reflect, be grateful, appreciate, but to reflect. Don't jump into the next thing right away. At least that's how I have to do it. I need to reflect and enjoy the moment of celebrating it. And I
Yes.
think that's super, super important. And so many of us in our life, we don't do that. We jump right
Mm.
into the next thing and then into the next thing and then the
Mm.
next thing. And we don't really thank our God or thank the people or just thank yourself and just pat yourself on the back and just live in the moment.
Oh,
So
I
are you
love
living in the
that.
moment with your new book?
Woohoo! Yes,
Yep.
slow down and savor the moment. I love that, Joni. That's what we should all do with everything in our lives. Everything.
Mm-hmm,
So that
mm-hmm,
gets us to the next point where
mm-hmm,
after the reception Thursday evening, the next day, we did the South Coast Writers Conference at Southwest Oregon Community College in the woods, in the mountains, by the ocean. Spectacular. And let me just share the air there. It's like you just want to inhale. The air is so fresh. We took beach walks with Joni for 3 days in a row, which was amazing. And then my sister and I were there. And so, listen, I had the privilege of leading a workshop called Write Your Book in a Day for 15 writers. Joni was in the room as the amazing helper. She made sure everything was perfect. And they left energized. And they said I created a safe space where they could share their ideas because people are writing about traumas and different things. It's not easy and it's very private and personal, oftentimes never been shared before, especially on a global platform or even in a classroom. So we did that workshop, and then Saturday I did how to write a memoir and then how to publish a book. So it was just an extraordinarily exciting, inspiring experience for me, for Joni, for my sister, for everybody. And so, Joni, can you talk about that, like being in a community? And then we have a special surprise for all of you, thanks to Joni, which she's going to play a little bit later. So,
Okay.
Joni, what about the Writers' Conference? It was like a community, it was nurturing, it was exciting.
Yes, and if you haven't been to a conference before for anything, you probably don't have a clue. But this conference is in a great facility. There's upstairs, downstairs. There are snacks. Alita and Jill and John and Val put on the best the best of the building and the best of themselves. We treated everybody royally when they came in the door. And we were so excited to have them there because they're following their passion. And I think to me, that was the key. We're in a place, it's like an arena, it's like a chorus line, it's like a stadium, it's like a place where passion just exudes from every single person. I'm
Mhm.
thinking of Zane, I'm thinking of Faith, I'm thinking of BJ, a thousand names and faces are going through my mind right now of people that came with their passion, came with a notebook, came with an open mind and an open heart to say, I want to learn how to write better or more or wherever they're coming from. They came with that open mind and open heart to hear from the experts. And Elizabeth was a guru of expert, like she said, a 6-hour workshop the first day, and then 2 workshops the following day. And then
Hmm.
there were other authors there as well. And so we had Melissa, and we had Miriam, and we had Judy, and we had Ken, and there was just a plethora of other authors there
Yeah.
that people could relate with, talk to,
Hmm.
again, eyeball to eyeball. It's not
Yeah.
on a Zoom, but
Right.
that personalness, I think, really made the conference what it was, you know.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
And
they're
Joanie,
planning on next year as well. They're planning on next year as well. So
yeah.
it's going to be a humdinger again. So people
Yes.
came from Coos Bay, people came from out of the area to
Hmm.
come to this. And it
Hmm.
was it was so worthwhile to them to
Hmm.
invest in their passion.
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing that beautifully. So, the networking aspect of being with other writers, as well as with published authors, and we all had book signings, so we autographed copies and we literally launched it at Joni's reception and at this conference.
Yes.
So, I'm so grateful to Alita, Jill, Val, and John, who took such good care of us. Thank you very, very much. And stay tuned, everybody, for the conference next year because it had been on hiatus. But here's a beautiful thing that you touched on, Joni. You named some of the people. In the workshops, we had people who were in high school up to their 80s. So no matter your age, no matter your life experience, you can write a book. We had one
Mhm,
young man, he was two young men in high school and then one young lady in high school. And these guys have written chapters. I mean,
mhm,
significant
mhm,
chunks of their books.
mhm.
So that's exciting. And then they added, here's another thing. You're learning from everybody, but you're also contributing because the questions
Yes.
that you
Yes.
ask can enhance. I'm sure someone else has got the same question or never thought of something that you thought. So it's going to enhance your presence and your curiosity and need for instruction is going to enhance the experience for everybody. So I highly recommend that you get involved in some kind of writing community in your town. Here in Detroit, we've got the Detroit Writing Room with so many robust programs. When I was in Romance Writers of America, there was a monthly meeting where you could meet other authors, aspiring authors, agents, editors, conference. I was the newsletter editor. We had events. It was amazing to learn about the
Mhm,
industry and to befriend people who can provide guidance. So,
mhm,
writing
mhm.
is a lonely thing. Like, I'm in hermit mode. But then when I come out to things like this, it's so nurturing for the soul to be with other writers because I can get excited about verbs and talk about sentences. And it's like everybody's going to love what I'm saying because otherwise, others might think I'm a complete weirdo nerd because I get so excited about action verbs. Right, Joni?
You are still a nerd because I mean that is your passion, that is your writing, and you're using your voice, and that's what you're teaching other people to do.
Hmm.
And when you mentioned that, Elizabeth, what I love about this book and at the writers conference is, let's see, I think I even marked it. You have incredible chapters, and first off, I love how you have it because you have a little book here that says, look at that section 2. I think
Yeah.
that graphic is really, really cool, but organize and outline. And so to see the people at their desks in this book or in their journals or whatever actually create their outline or enhance their outline for the books that they are writing was so cool. You could have heard a pin drop in the vibes, just the spirit of vibes circulating around that room as people were thinking and writing things down or typing them on their laptop or their computer, was phenomenal. So that was so cool to see that. And your examples of how to do everything, which is in this book, helped so many people,
Oh,
and
thank
then I'm
you.
going to go to the next chapter here is mastering the mechanics. And that was a really, really big part of the conference at your Saturday workshops, that you got into the depth of what that means and how and you actually, it was participatory. You're not
Yeah.
just listening to a speaker, it was all participatory. And then you allowed for the sharing from people to share their growth and what was going on. And thank you for letting me jump in with my 2 cents every now and then as well. But I think we all learn from each other, and I think that's the key, and that's what this book is. And so
Yeah.
you can, everybody out there, for $20, think about this, for $20 This could lead you to amazing things,
Yeah.
whether it's monetary or friends or whatever. But this book can be handed down to other people, and or you can just use it as your own personal workbook or
Hmm.
write it. Everything is in here on how
Hmm.
to write a book. And when it
Yes.
says in a day, you literally, I read this for 2 hours the other night, Elizabeth. And I thought, oh my gosh, I know I had this information via Zoom, but now it's in a book. And
Yeah.
so from here, anybody can take this and literally set your target and you just go literally in a day. And
Yeah.
then, as for me, I wrote my first book in 5 months. Other people might take 5, 8, 10 years. It doesn't matter. But you have the whole concept. You have it all ready to go, ready to
Yes.
launch, ready to go. So
Yes,
thank you.
Joanie.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Elizabeth. It's a book
Yes.
to change the world.
Thank you, Joanie. Can you just talk about your reaction to reading the book because you sent us this beautiful video?
Okay. I was really moved. And so I my emotions just erupted. And as soon as I finished the book, I just burst into tears. And I was feeling it because it's not a boring book. There are examples and there are stories and of how to do things, what to do, and how to live out whatever that is inside of you. It's powerful. It's empowering. It's passionate. I'm going to come back to that word passionate because it just lit up my soul. That's what it did. It lit up my soul and it just flowed out in tears.
Ooh, it
That's
lit up your soul. I love
Yep.
it, Joanie. I
Yep,
love
it
it. I
did.
love it.
And I know I told you that it's probably even better than None Better. It's a different kind of book. I love my
Totally.
None Better book, but
Right.
this is an incredible book. And
Thank
I
you,
would think
Joanie.
that every high school student, every college student, I was even thinking prisons. Oh my gosh, just imagine if this book were in those locations and people could start to begin their journaling, their writing experience, how healing that would be, what a better world we would have. So all I'm
Wow.
saying, everybody out there, for $20, get the darn book.
We'll put the link here. Thank you, Joni, so much for that. So here's an extra special thing that exemplifies the power of becoming an author. Because when Joni published None Better 3 years ago, and stay tuned for a very special celebration for None Better's 3-year anniversary. We'll talk about that next week, okay, Joni? Because we'll have the
Okay,
details
okay.
together.
Yeah, I
So,
want to celebrate with everybody. So yes, we're going to do
yes.
a really cool celebration.
Yes. Well, when Joni launched that and started writing, she did not know she would soon be a syndicated radio show host because she's a best-selling author. And guess what? She had her radio set up studio in a classroom for me and her and Michael Gorse. Amazing. Thank you, Michael. You're amazing.
Yes.
Set up.
Yes.
So I literally, we left the workshop, walked into the radio studio, recorded a radio show, and guess what? Joni is going to share an excerpt from it today.
And I don't know how to do it with my computer. So what I have is my phone.
We'll just hold it up to the microphone on your
Okay.
computer here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then we can put a link to the whole show
Inspire
here.
hate in some. When people are in love, it doesn't matter what other gender. Some people cannot accept that. We are just boggled. We don't get it. And so when we publish a book promoting love is love, it is just a beautiful contribution to the world. Just your rituals when you say that. It's true. It's true. That's our mission because our parents
And so that's just a clip, everybody, of the 30-minute radio show with Elizabeth. And it is available. And if you write this down, or as Elizabeth says, she puts it on there, and I don't know how all that happens, kciw.org, and you go into past shows, and it'll show up on Joyously Free. That's where it is. You can't miss the beautiful colors, the beautiful colors of the
Yes.
Joyously Free book. But it was an awesome 30-minute interview with Elizabeth. We had so much fun, and I'm already hearing great results from people that are listening to it, especially in my local community. They're, oh, Joni, I heard you and Elizabeth on the radio. That's so cool. It's also aired down in Humboldt County, which is 100 miles south of here. It will be aired this coming weekend in Medford and Ashland on KSKQ. And so it was just an honor to be able to do that. And I am still pinching myself that these things have all happened because I found Catherine and Elizabeth. I found out how to write. I did write, and lo and behold, I'm helping other people to write as well. And that's what it's
Right.
about. It's not about me, it's about everybody.
Yeah, so beautiful, so beautiful. And please listen to the whole thing because I don't know if the audio was clear coming through from the phone onto
Mhm.
here. So
Yeah.
please give us some grace on that. And just listen to the whole, because Joni just rocks it. She does this intro, she does this outro. The interview was phenomenal, high energy, insightful, inspiring, all the good things. So we're so proud of you, Joni. So
Oh,
proud of
thank
you.
you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank
You're
you. And
welcome.
it's so funny because when I do a radio interview, I can hear Carol, Joni, listen more than talk. Listen more than talk. And that's
Mm.
what I really try to do because it's your show. Whoever I interview, it's your show.
Yeah, listening is such a powerful lost art. And as a ghostwriter, when I'm interviewing the people that I'm writing books for, I spend long hours with them interviewing them. And this is advice for all writers out there. You have to listen because what they say can inspire the next question that can help you dive deeper. In fact, one of the people I'm writing for said, I have a superpower of digging so deep with that method where you listen and then you ask the next
You
question
do.
and they're
You
going
do.
deeper. Yeah, deeper and deeper and deeper. They're like, and then they're like, oh my gosh, what did I just say? It's so awesome. So awesome. But if you're thinking about yourself or how am I sounding or whatever, no, focus on them. And anybody, if you're writing your memoir and you need to interview your grandma or your great aunt about family history, you still need to listen because that's where the magic happens with the next question that's going to get you those golden nuggets that really make the story.
Mhm. And you were such a great role model of that at all of your workshops with every single attendee. Oh my gosh, you listened every single time to what they had to say.
Thanks,
Yes,
Joan. Thank you. It's
yes.
so exciting because we have spent 10 years with our company, and we're very excited and grateful to all of our authors celebrating 10 years. And then I have my books that I wrote beforehand, and oh, thanks, Joni, a daffodil.
So this is for your 10-year anniversary. It's my
Oh,
first daffodil of the year. It's the only flower I have in the yard. And so I just
oh,
wanted to say happy anniversary to you and Catherine, 10 years in business. And
oh,
that is just amazing. It's just amazing.
oh. Thank
So,
you,
and go
Joni.
for another 10. Go for another 10,
Oh,
please.
absolutely. Bigger and better because we feel like we've created this foundation and now like the systems and staff and other things are like completely leveling up and it's very exciting. So we've got big plans for this year and beyond. So stay tuned everybody for that. And the message is that once you create the foundation of what you're doing, and a book is a mission, not just a book, it's a mission. Joni's clearly executing her divine life assignment, her mission, and this is mine. And me and my sister, we're sharing this knowledge that we've accumulated in a very special, fun way because it's important for us to make it high energy, engaging, fun, not drudgery, something to dread or fear, which a lot of people are in that state about writing a book. So, making it fun, exciting, and all good things. And also, our website bookstore is going to be new and improved soon. So stay tuned for the unveiling of that. Really excited. And so many programs that we're about to launch. So stay tuned. Joni, this is really exciting. Like, we are like,
Absolutely.
if only we had 48 hours in a day. Yeah.
True, true. Okay, so you know how I always have a prop. Well, we've had your book as a prop, we've had a flower as a prop, we've had the radio as a prop, and I hope you can all see this. Can you see
Oh,
this?
yes. It's
So
in.
everybody, it was an absolute hilarious time watching Elizabeth and Catherine as two sisters, blood sisters, celebrate, laugh, and just have so much joy in them. This is a picture of the reception at John and Ron's house with the sunset in the background. And here we have Elizabeth from Michigan soaking in the sun. It's so warm. It's so warm. It's just beautiful. And the two of them, Elizabeth and Catherine, had the time of their life. And so so I have probably about 300 pictures in here, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them all. But
Oh.
anyway, I guess what I want to say is to everybody, your props, your pictures speak 1,000 words. And somehow you can either put that in your writing, or you can just send them out, or you can just look at them and reflect and say, oh my gosh, you know what? I don't need to jump to the next thing right away. I'm just going to savor this moment. It was phenomenal.
It really was. I mean, the sunset, being outside with no coat after coming from like single digit Michigan with snow and ice, that was extraordinary just to be outside till the sunset and then all the wonderful people. And then with being with my sister and you, Joni, it was just awesome. So these are things that happen when you write a book. And
Mhm.
they're things you
Totally.
never anticipate. Like, we didn't know you were going to offer this experience. And it was so, everyone loved it. Then I gave a talk. And everyone was super engaged and inspired after we ate all that delicious food.
Mhm.
And then we had a book
Mhm.
signing. And then to meet Doris, 93, and then the other Doris who's 90, and Kathy and all of them. It's just,
Troy and Sally
oh,
and Bob and Diane and Effie and Shammy and on and on and on and on and on. Yes.
Sue, who's head of the film festival, Joni?
Oh,
Sue.
Sue Wright. Yes. Sue
Uh-huh.
Wright, Wild River Film Festival.
Which
Hmm.
is going to feature your film, Wowzer.
Yes, in August. In August. Yep, 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 yep. But just a great group of passionate people once again.
Hmm. Yeah, it was
Hmm.
phenomenal. All kinds of creatives. And then Troy, who's a celebrated drag queen in the area, was so fun in his sparkly purple and gold eyeshadow. And I was just so fascinated. And he was hilarious.
And his fishnet nylon stockings, and all I could do is think about a story in my None Better book or whatever book it's in, and of Gail, my older sister, when I had to wear lime green fishnet stockings for her wedding. It was like,
Ah,
this is not me. But Troy, you poured it on there. You poured it on. You're looking sharp, and I love you to pieces. I love everybody that I got to meet this last weekend.
oh,
Phenomenal.
yeah, it was beautiful. Well, with that, Joni, I'm really grateful that you hosted us and that you were such an amazing helper and contributor to the conference, because your 2 cents were like gold bricks. So don't discount your 2 cents that you said you added to the workshops. Because when Joni piped up, somebody even said, what did they say about your, I don't remember, but they made a comment about Joni contributing, and it was phenomenal. It was just so valuable when you would share insights, because you've been there and done that, all the things that they're aspiring to. And so
Mhm.
that was beautiful. And all of the people,
Thank you.
you're welcome. At Southwest Oregon Community College, thank you very much, John and Ron. Thank you so much to everybody who bought our book, and to all of you who are going to. Thank you. And the link is going to be here so you can order this book, and I guarantee it's going to help you. You can even, we're very proud that it has like a workbook. It's a workbook, and you can literally outline your book. We provided a 10-chapter outline space. The summary sentence worksheet is in here, which is what I start with every aspiring author to get focused. I have all of the samples that I've created as examples of how to do things all in here. So this could be a gold brick that is, or the golden egg, no, the green
Nugget.
nugget. Okay,
Star.
right, right.
Galaxy.
That can launch your book dreams as never before. So
Mhm.
Joni and I are here as examples to inspire you, and we're very, very grateful that you're here. So, and then if we ever meet in person, I will autograph it. Joni autographed books too, because she's all through it, and also her quote on the back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So please get the book, and please share this with anybody who's trying to write a book. And we are here to help. We'd love to hear any comments. We'd love for you to share this. We'd love for you to subscribe to the channel so you get to watch and listen every week when we do a new episode. And we're going on 3 years, I think, Joni. So that's
Mhm.
pretty remarkable. Do you have any final words?
My heart is just pounding with joy and excitement. I thank you and Catherine for letting me be a part of your life personally and professionally. That is phenomenal. And I just want to thank everybody that I've met in the last couple of weeks. Faith, I'll see you next week, and so that'll be really, really cool. And just a lot of people that I'll get to I'll get to continue on and grow in friendship. And so I'm so grateful for this. And ah, just I'm just so grateful. I think,
Yay.
yep. And maybe that's the thing, everybody, you may want to, maybe that's where you start your writing today. If you haven't started writing, write down 5 things that you're grateful for and do it for 30 days and don't repeat the 5 things. Just keep adding to your list, because
Yes.
there's so many things and people and events to be grateful for. So
Hmm.
take the time to reflect. I think that's my real clincher.
Beautiful.
Take the time to reflect. Just don't jump into the next thing. Take the time to reflect and be filled with gratitude and love.
Hmm. Beautiful, Joanie. Thank you so much. And all of you writers out there, you can follow Joanie at Joanie Lindenmeyer on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can follow us here on the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing channel, or if you're listening to the audio version, please subscribe and download and share. And also, I'm at LinkedIn and Instagram and all the places. So we're
Oh, I did have one more thing.
okay.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Congratulations. Congratulations, Elizabeth and Catherine.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Joni. Thank you. This is our book to all of you out there. And thank you so much, Joni. We appreciate you immensely.
Thank you.
All
And you
right.
too. You too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're
I
welcome.
guess we're going to say goodbye to everybody.
Yes, all you writers out there, please visit twosisterswriting.com. You can get this book here, there, or on Amazon, Barnes& Noble, anywhere books are sold online. Please also look at all the services that we offer: book coaching, publishing, and others, manuscript evaluation, editing. And we'd love to hear from you. And you can also book a free discovery call with me there. So learn about how we can help whatever you need to tailor it to your needs. And meanwhile, we wish you happy reading and happy writing. We'll see you next week.
You bet. Have a great day, everybody.